They've met in the last 2 Eastern Conference Championship games, and they're 2 of the USL's most exciting teams. The New York Red Bulls 2 and Louisville City square off next. It's becoming one of the league's must-see games. Louisville City and the New York Red Bulls 2 have met in the last 2 conference title games, each team winning on penalty kicks once. They played a classic earlier this year, and they take the field right now at the MSU Soccer Stadium to kick off the weekend of USL action. Separated by just 1 point in the Eastern Conference standings, with Louisville 4th and the Red Bulls 2 5th. This is a big game in the long path to earning home field advantage in the USL postseason. Louisville City coming in, again, 4th in the Eastern Conference, and in goal they'll be relying, as always, on Greg Ranjit Singh. Shutouts in 3 of the 4 playoff games to carry Louisville City to the USL Cup Championship last fall. He's in goal again tonight, working on 6 shutouts this year. 1.10 goals against average. Louisville 6th in the USL defensively. They're going up, though, against the league's top offensive team in the New York Red Bulls 2. Andrew Tenari will be one of the key men relied on in the number 10 spot. 6 goals, 3 assists on the year, stepping up his production and stepping up his role for the Red Bulls. Brian White, promoted to the first team, even more going to rest on the shoulders of Andrew Tenari tonight and going forward. So much history between these teams, including a 3-3 tie back on June 30th, their first meeting this season. We'll tell you just who's going to make more history tonight when we bring you the starting lineups and the kickoff. Just ahead, the New York Red Bulls 2 hosting Louisville City in USL action on Friday night. Stay with us. Lineups and kickoff are next.
With MSG Go, the game goes where you go. So you can watch live Red Bulls games anywhere you want. It's free and easy because if you get MSG, you get MSG Go. Watch your favorite team wherever you are with MSG Go, presented by Lexus. Download it for free where you get your apps.
One of the nation's leading heart programs. A shared sense of compassion, innovation, and expertise. Perfectly orchestrated so your world never misses a beat. Hackensack Meridian Health, life years ahead.
Kicking off United Soccer League action this weekend from the MSU Soccer Stadium in northern New Jersey. New York Red Bulls 2 hosting Louisville City. And here's what Louisville City says they're running out tonight. We'll see exactly what formation they use Illich, normally a forward, alongside Lancaster, Del Piccolo, and Williams, have played just about every game in the middle of the park for Louisville City. On the New York Red Bulls 2 side, their lineup under John Walenek, very familiar, 4-2-3-1. Brian White promoted to the first team, so Tom Barlow continues to start up top. Jose Aguinaga in on the wing as he was last week in the win over Penn FC. Now, we told you John Walenek in charge since the start for this Red Bulls 2 team since 2015. Former Metro Star great and MLS vet. And on the Louisville City side, they're using 3 different players as interim coaches. Luke Spencer is injured, he can't play. So he's the main coach, but Paolo Del Piccolo and George Davis are also coaching with him. John Hackworth will oversee his first training session on Tuesday of Louisville City. Sergei Damianchuk in the middle tonight. Jovalin Bori, Katarzyna Waziak, the assistants, Luis Arroyo, the 4th official. Underway in northern New Jersey between 2 of the Eastern Conference's best teams over the last 3 years. The New York Red Bulls 2 in white, coming in 5th in the crowded Eastern Conference, and Louisville City in black, purple, and gold, coming in 4th, but the defending USL Cup champions. I'm Jonathan Yardley, joined by Red Bulls defender Aurelian Collin. Stepping over to the broadcast side of things tonight, as right away for Louisville, Magnus Rasmussen is down. The Red Bulls getting forward. Stroud trying to pick out the run at the far post. Comes up with the ball here. In with the left foot. Louisville able to clear. Rasmussen is still down. And now play will be stopped to get a look at him. It's a Louisville team that doesn't have much depth to begin with. They only have 4 available field players as substitutes tonight, and Rasmussen gets hurt 20 seconds into the game. Aurelian, not exactly an auspicious start to your broadcast career, but glad to have you with us tonight and to provide a little insight into this Red Bulls 2 group. As you look at the pain on the face of Rasmussen, you know, what's it like to have this group with you at the training facility all the time and to see their progress not only this year but the previous years as well?
Yeah, first, good night to everybody. Yes, for me it's a pleasure to be here tonight and to be with you, John. No, I think that's the mentality of the Red Bull, you know, to make sure that we one team and not only the first team and then the B team. We're a group and we see a lot of the guys with us and they've showed so much quality. Honestly, in this team, there's a lot of players that, for me, they have already the level of the MLS. They're just right now like performing and training for waiting for their shot, you know. And yeah, I think that's great. And tonight we're going to see again. You can see with Brian White now, right now, he's with the first team. He showed at training that he has a level. And I've been impressed by his commitment and his professionalism and the way he fights for a striker. You know, I really like this kind of player that they're striker, but they play like a central back, like fighting, kicking, and so you can see the other player too. They're gonna go up soon, and right now it's just very happy to be a part of the team and looking how they're gonna improve tonight.
Wow, what a start. You have a player suspended, you have players hurt, only 4 players available, field players, and Luke Spencer and his co-coaches have to use one right off the bat as Niall McCabe comes on in the 3rd minute for an injured Magnus Rasmussen. That's an attacking player for an attacking player, no change there. But this certainly changes the game plan and the way Louisville City approaches this one. James O'Connor, who the head coach of the USL Cup champions last year, took over the head job at Orlando City and took his staff with him. And so Louisville City electing to go with a triumvirate of player coaches, some of whom have coaching experience in the college ranks. And Luke Spencer is the front man for that group right now because he's unavailable on the field. And they've gone 3-1-1 since taking over. This is their final game as the co-interim head coaches, with John Hackworth currently with the U.S. under-17 national team, set to fly into Louisville Monday and take charge of his first training, meet the group on Tuesday. So that's where we are. just underway. Louisville and the New York Red Bulls 2 battling for home field advantage in the middle of that Eastern Conference playoff picture.
You see, Tinari is the kind of player that soon we're going to see him in the MLS. The way he presses the central back, it's great, you know. And when you have well, today is the captain. When you have a player like this that take the whole team and is a great example for everybody. Everybody fight behind him. So, great player.
Andrew Tinari, dueling number 36 are captains tonight, and he gives up about 7 inches to Paolo Del Piccolo, the Louisville City captain, when they met at midfield, and they're going to square off often in the middle of the park today as well. Steven Echeverria gets into that header. There's Niall McCabe getting involved, as both teams pretty scrappy through the middle right now. That's played long for the run of Lancaster, had 2 goals against the Red Bulls, including a 40-yard stunner in their first meeting. Didn't have a lot of options, and Kevin Politz concedes the corner.
Great defense, 1v1. Well, I got scared a little bit on the moment, but he stayed on his feet and then after defend very well the cross. So good play by Kevin.
Oscar Jimenez comes over to deliver the corner. 28-year-old, only his 3rd year as a professional out of a Division II school, Western Washington, but provides great dead ball delivery. Does so here. Came off the head of Paco Craig, but didn't go toward the goal. And that'll be out for a Red Bulls 2 throw-in and maybe a chance to get settled. It's been frenetic early. And we go back to the previous chance where Craig couldn't come up with it. The Red Bulls, meanwhile, attacking. Jared Stroud starting on the left. Sees that one come out, and it'll be a first corner kick for Red Bulls 2.
Speedy William, we all remember him back in 2016 when he was with the Red Bulls. A lot of quality, very, very fast, and a great defense on that play by him.
There's Tinari ready to deliver the corner. Going back post, and no problem for Ranjit Singh in the end. That came off the boot of Lemma. And we go back to look at it. There's Lemma, got a lot of air under that. Ranjit Singh, no problem claiming it. George Davis, one of those co-coaches, tried to switch. Ethan Cutler broke it up and gets it to Aguinaga on the near side, looking for the run of Tom Barlow, the rookie. Gets there first. It runs into the penalty area. Andrew Tinari tucks it home. Red Bulls 2, hot form. They score goals like gangbusters at home. Continues early.
Yeah, great pass by Jose, and then after a great run by Tom Barlow, and yeah, a little bit of luck on his cross, but then Tinari is there to finish it. So very good play, and it's always great to score very fast. Like has an impact on the mental goal. Wow, what a goal!
You saw Aguinaga started it with the through ball, as you said, Aurelian. And Tinari calmly able to finish.
Great finish.
7th goal of the year for Andrew Tinari in the 7th minute. And the Red Bulls have just loved playing in this facility. 6 games here. They've scored 4 goals or more in 3 of the 6. Best home offense, best offense period in the USL, but certainly best home offense, averaging better than 3 goals a game. Going 9-2-1 at home this year. Louisville trying to pass out of the back. Kyle Smith surrounded. And just has to go up the line and concede a throw-in.
Now you see the mentality of Red Bull, like a high pressing. And I think it began by Tinari and Tom after got the ball. So no, it's a great reflector of the old Red Bull mentality, the first team. And then after we get the ball, well, we lost it on throwing, but like a great mentality.
To get the first goal so early, does it affect the way you approach the game in the first half, or do you not really worry about exactly what the score is at this point?
I think it opens a lot of spaces. You know, right now that Louisville even if they don't want to open and stretch out the lines, they're going to do it because they want to score and get back to the 1-1. And at the same time, we have to be careful because they're going to push it even more. And in defense, like make sure we don't have the high line because of the Red Bull mentality of a high pressing. But I have a lot of trust in these guys that they're going to be good.
That's the voice of Red Bulls defender Aurélien Collin joining us on the broadcast today. I'm Jonathan Yardley stepping in for David Goss. Red Bulls 2 out to the early lead on Andrew Tenari's 7th goal of the campaign. This is Aguinaga. He played the ball through to Barlow that started it. Ethan Cutler overhit that one. And Ranjit Singh will have a goal kick. 10th minute in this one. Team's 10th all-time meeting. The Red Bulls won the first 4 and won the shootout in the 2016 Eastern Conference Final. So they got the better of them the first 5 times, but since then it's been mostly Louisville winning a shootout, winning a couple games, and we told you that wild 3-3 tie in Louisville in June where the Red Bulls scored in the 87th minute to lead 3-2. And Louisville tied it 5 minutes into stoppage time on the goal from Rasmussen, who's now left due to injury. Kevin Pollitt, the rookie, out of the back for the Red Bulls, finds Cutler. The one who was promoted to the first team but still gets most of his minutes here at the USL level. Nico De Vera just got the angle wrong there. Paolo Del Piccolo wearing the bright orange boots in the middle of the field, easy to spot. This is Speedy Williams, former Red Bull, turned it over and lost his footing. Stroud on the run, gets it away, but wide of Aguinaga. And the foul called, maybe generously so, at the top of the penalty area. It'll be a free kick for the Red Bulls.
A very good decision by the referee to come back to the foul. Even if Rosé still had the ball, but he came back to the foul, it's a very dangerous free kick for New York Red Bulls.
See who winds up delivering this. We've seen the Red Bulls be dangerous from set pieces so far this year. Louisville led 2-0 in that game back in June that wound up 3-3, so early deficits or leads are no guarantee, but a chance to put the foot down on the neck early for New York here.
So who's gonna shoot?
I'm not sure what Ndam is doing there. You're a center back. Come on, leave it to the other guy.
Hassan has a lot of quality, a lot of power. So
Lemma is the left-footed option. Cutler the righty, and Ndam wants it. It's Cutler. Oh, just wide of the top left corner.
That was a very nice one.
Can see the frustration on the 23-year-old from New York.
Yeah, very nice play by Hassan, and I think the goalkeeper was not ready for that. Oh, he hit the post. I didn't even see it. Wow, very close.
Inches away for Ethan Cutler. Nico De Vera sending this one forward. All Red Bulls 2 in the early going. This is Sean Tosh backward for Ranjit Singh. Gets it away to midfield. Offside flag up. It'll be a Red Bulls 2 free kick.
You see the great point of like the big pressure by Tom Barlow and then the high line, and it goes together, you know. And then after you get the offside because of the good job by the defense line, it's very good.
Aguinaga, the overlap for Cutler. Has another chance at it, goes low and finds the corner. Ethan Cutler makes it 2-0 in the 14th minute.
Wow. He's on fire.
Hit the post a minute ago, made no mistake here after a good Red Bulls move. It all started with that offside call, as you pointed out.
Great play.
Ranjit Singh got a hand to it, could only deflect it into the side netting. And for Ethan Cutler, it's USL goal number 2 on the season. Aguinaga should pick up an assist. And the Red Bulls have jumped all over Louisville City early and continue this high-scoring trend at the MSU Soccer Stadium.
Great ball.
Barlow is onside, loose touch, and Ranjitsingh bravely out to get it.
The defense of Louisville, they really have to be careful because it's not the first time that Tom Barlow is catching them. And after, of course, a very good pass.
John Wolinek's scouting report on Tom Barlow was he's faster than you think and he's stronger than you think. And I think we've seen both of those attributes in the early going. Some hold-up play in the build-up to the goal. His speed involved as well, both down the middle and early out wide. Sergei Demyanchuk with some strong words for Louisville. I mean, Aurelian, this has to be shell shock. 15 minutes in, you've already lost a teammate due to injury, and you're down 2 goals. If you're Louisville, how do you recover in the face of the Red Bulls' pressure that you know they're going to see for the rest of the night?
There's still plenty of time, but the 2-0 is a big thing for us. And then after, of course, not losing our confidence, and right now we're pressuring them. They can't breathe with the ball. Every time there's 1 or 2 players that are very close to the player that has the ball. So right now I think we're very good. If we could score another one, I think we would kill the game right now.
Now you're just being greedy. Lancaster into the penalty area, battling with Ndam, got a shot away that was blocked, and Cutler is there to play it up the sideline. Aguinaga, who had mostly played in the middle, either replacing Tenari or replacing one of the defensive midfielders, has really started to thrive, picking up in that wide spot.
Be careful.
Say another man was down there. Turns over to Aguinaga. Stroud and Barlow with him. Red Bulls on the front foot early. Jared Stroud cutting it back. Barlow had made a run toward the 6-yard box, and Louisville able to clear. Fans Select is the official soccer ball of the USL. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Receive free shipping on orders over $50. There's Speedy Williams backward. Paco Craig gets it ahead for Jimenez. Couple of assists from dead balls against Ottawa. Good overlap, George Davis. Couldn't connect with anybody at the back post, whether he was shooting or crossing, only he knows, and it runs out for a goal kick. Cutler's switch, couldn't find anybody in white and red.
I like the way Cutler is asking for the ball very quick, and Evan too. Then after you can't lose a ball like this that quick. It's very dangerous to this switch of play in the middle of the field. It's a dangerous ball.
This is Ilya Ilic. Louisville coming off of a 2-2 tie at home against the Indy 11 on Sunday. Ranjitsingh had to save a late penalty kick to keep him in it. That cross looking for Lancaster falls to Ilic with the bicycle kick finish. Not his best touch, but it's an important touch to get Louisville back in the game. Ilya Ilic saw this one fall to him, and he knew what he wanted to do. Had just enough time to pull it off.
Yeah. Quite lucky. Then after the recover was not perfect. I think we were slipping a little bit. And yeah, good goal.
How often do you see a bicycle kick and we say, oh, he's lucky, he mishit that.
Yes.
But it went off the side of his foot.
That's true, that's true.
Evan Lauro was going the other way, expecting full contact. It didn't come. And it's goal number 8 on the season for Ilya Ilic. I told you, two of the most exciting teams in the USL, and we get 3 goals in the first 18 minutes. 3-3 in June, and they show no signs of letting up now. Nice turn by Illich, looking for Lancaster over the top. Flag is up. Offside called against him. And you see him shoot from distance. Again, he scored from 40 yards over Scott Levine, the other Red Bulls 2 goalkeeper in their first meeting. Evan Loro gets the call tonight. Neat one-touch passing. Cutler's cross, too high for Tom Barlow, rookie out of Wisconsin. And it'll run out for a goal kick. (4-2-3-1) formation for Louisville, but again, Illich has a forwards mentality, so it's almost a 4-4-2 at times. Lancaster will still lead them. That's out off of George Davis. He can't believe it, but the assistant, Katarzyna Wozniak, was certain it's a Red Bulls 2 throw-in. Still battling on the far side. Illich dispossessed, outnumbered there.
Oh. Great play by Tinari.
Andrew Tinari scored the first goal. Second-year pro from Columbia. And it'll be a throw in here for Nico De Vera, rookie out of Akron, but originally from the Portland Timbers Academy and Washington State. Barlow tried the flick there, and Louisville able to clear through Kyle Smith. So we talked about it, Louisville with 3 player coaches for this interim part of the season. Again, John Hackworth will be in town on Monday in Louisville. You ever had a player coach, Aurelian, and how tough would that be to go from being one of the guys to still being one of the guys but have to make some of those big decisions?
I think it's pretty hard because, you know, you're a player, you don't have to make a strong decision, and the tough decision of the coach right now, you're gonna know some of your teammates, they won't be friends with you anymore if you don't play them, you know. So it's hard, but I know it's a transition, and so it's for the well of the team. So I think people, I'm sure they're helping him and they're accepting the situation.
Luke Spencer, who is the public face of the team for this one, at least because he's not able to play on the field. He had a little bit of coaching experience at his alma mater, Xavier, and George Davis does some college coaching in the offseason as well. Paolo Del Piccolo, the captain, the third of the triumvirate, as they're called in Louisville. This is Del Piccolo trying to pick out a big switch. Oscar Jimenez couldn't pull it in. Red Bulls 2 restart quickly, and Speedy Williams over to break it up. Had 2 years, or really a year and a half, with Red Bulls 2. Now in his second year with Louisville. Ethan Cutler among the goal scorers. We've already had an injury substitution for Louisville. 3 goals, all in the first 23 minutes of this one. Alongside Red Bulls defender Aurelian Collin, or Collin, as I will say it en français. I'm Jonathan Yardley. I've been waiting 7 years to ask this guy how to say his last name.
It's been a long time.
It goes back to Kansas City and Houston, way back. That was out on the far side. It'll be a Red Bulls throw-in.
I think we had the control of the game at the first 15 minutes, and then since that goal, they came back a bit stronger. So we have to be careful.
Kevin Pollitt's trying to get into the tackle on Lancaster, able to get it away. Aguinaga closed down quickly with a good step by Craig. And now Ndam takes it to the corner under some pressure from Niall McCabe and bangs it upfield.
Great clearance by Hassan Ndam.
The right back, Kyle Smith, sees it come out off of Kevin Pollitt's throw to Louisville. George Davis takes it quickly. Illich. Speedy Williams floating it in there, looking for Niall McCabe. He got ahead to it. Lancaster denied by Loro from point-blank range. And a foul called going the other way. Only a great stop by Loro preserved the New York lead.
What a save. Well, I think it was a foul before, a handball. But what a save by Loro.
Yeah, the call came a bit late. It was hard to tell whether it was on the initial play or not. Here's the cross floated in for McCabe. That's a clean header. It's a handball after the save, so he had to make that save.
Wow.
Here's another look at Loro charging out bravely and catching it or taking it off of his leg. As usual at the MSU Soccer Stadium, not short on goal-scoring opportunities. Boy, Lemma was really late there, and they do bring it back for a free kick to Louisville. Chris Lemma going to get a warning here from Sergei Demianchuk.
Pretty good decision and game by the referee so far. Honestly, his decision have been great.
Now, come on, if you were on the field, you'd be using some other choice words for him.
Yeah, but you have to recognize when they make good decision. Right now, so far, it's been good.
You tell a ref on the field, hey, good job, you were on that one, to butter him up a little bit?
If they make a good call, yeah, sometimes. You know, we were talking about it last time at training, that imagine one day to be a referee. So just one game. We don't realize it, but how hard it is to be referee. Us player, every time they make one little mistake, we scream at them like crazy.
Terrific combination play by Red Bulls 2 through the middle. And at the end, it was Kyle Smith getting it away for a corner with Barlow lurking. I mean, this was just great interchanging through the middle.
Yeah, Tom Barlow is at the beginning, at the end of the action.
Second corner kick for Red Bulls 2. And jostling in the penalty area. And Dom and Pollitt among those in discussions. Here's the delivery, back post. Ranjit Singh with a big outstretched palm sends it out for a New York throw. This is Lemma, drafted by Dallas, but former Red Bulls Academy player out of Georgetown, was happy to sign a pro deal with New York after he didn't make the Dallas first team. There's Barlow back to goal. That time turned it over, but Speedy Williams gives it right back. Aguinaga, first-year pro from Madrid, played his college soccer at Ryder down the Parkway in central New Jersey. That one's cleared toward midfield. Here's Nico De Vera. Echeverria broke that up. Aguinaga tries to turn it into offense. This is Ethan Cutler again. Been very active so far. Hit the post, scored the second goal. Just couldn't connect. with Andrew Tenari. Fans, you can watch highlights from every game of the 2018 season and stay up to date with news from across the USL at the league's official Facebook page, facebook.com/USL Soccer. Be a lot of highlights to choose from tonight. 2-1 New York Red Bulls 2 as we reach the 30th minute. We've also seen a free kick off the post, and we've seen Evan Loro make a spectacular stop to keep it a 2-1 New York lead. Free kick coming for Louisville and a chance for Jimenez to whip in more good service. See, he wears Oscar on the jersey. He's another one with coaching experience. Left back, but is right-footed for the dead balls. Back post. Tosh keeps it alive. De Vera hesitated, but got it away. And New York able to clear. Jimenez again looking for the run of Paco Craig. Knocks it down for George Davis. Onside for Louisville. Davis saw it broken up by the on-rushing Lemma. That's blocked by Aguinaga.
Aguinaga, great pressure. When we talk about this high pressing.
Seems to have a knack for it.
Yeah.
Tenari knocked down at the far side of the penalty area, and he and Kyle Smith trying to sort that out. It'll be an offside call, according to the near side assistant. Demyanchuk wants to make sure. Or he's saying there was a foul called. Maybe he was looking at the Tenari Smith incident. That's what I saw. It was all the way on the other side of the field from the ball, and we saw Tenari go to ground, get up, and Smith offer a hand as if to say no hard feelings. We'll see if they meet something out. This is Kyle Smith, 26-year-old. He's played in the midfield. He's played right wing back in a 5-back, and he's now at right back in a 4-back today, and he's getting a yellow card here for whatever went on off the ball. And after initially signaling for Louisville, that'll give another dangerous free kick to the Red Bulls. Well spotted by Jovalin Bori, we should mention, the assistant, at least well spotted as far as we know. John Walenek looking on, trying to figure out what's going on.
We could use the VAR.
Had its debut in USL. That was at Red Bull Arena. Two of these teams' previous meetings at Red Bull Arena. This is the third visit to Montclair State for Louisville. We're going to have some stoppage time, I think.
Yes.
Red Bulls already hit the post with a free kick. That was Cutler. And Dom looks like he really wants to hit one of these today, though. I think the Red Bulls caught a break. I think it was closer to the penalty area than that, but being this far back actually gives them a little bit more room to get the ball back down after clearing the wall. So Cutler and Lemma are the two who stand over it again. Red Bulls 2 goals in the first 15 minutes, but Ilya Illich in the 18th minute got Louisville back in it.
I'm guessing that the keeper is expecting Cutler to shoot. So if Lemma would, that'd be a great option.
It is Ethan Cutler again, and this time he got well under it. He and Ranjitsingh have had run-ins before, since Cutler had the final penalty kick saved in the Red Bulls' shootout loss in last year's Eastern Conference final. That saw Louisville go on and win USL Cup. Last two champions squaring off today, and teams with good deal of history against each other in their short histories. Came in the same year, 2015. Here's Smith getting forward, good first touch. Floats the cross to the back post, and it's headed away there by Cutler for a corner.
So the first team in the New York Red Bull 2, we're defending the same way, 100% zone. So you got the two center back in the middle, and especially with Hassan and Dam, we should be safe.
They do clear this one away, the second one they've dealt with. We're going to ask you more about that in a second after Williams plays it in and Dom heads away, but not cleared yet. There's a good step to win it for New York. So this is a big talking point. Every time a goal is scored and the team was marking zonally, everyone says, well, why were they marking zonally? You guys have made the switch this year, and as you pointed out, so have Red Bulls too. What are the benefits that you see of it? What do you like about the zonal marking?
I think there is two views of the zone. One is we got every player has less responsibility, because when you have a 1v1 with a player, your player cannot score. If he scores, everybody's going to blame you. But when you're defending well in the zone, so all the zone around you, and especially with everything that's in front of you, it has to be yours. And yeah, I think it's less contact with the opponent, but like more clarity, and every ball that comes in front of you, you have to jump and make sure that you get it. So I really believe in the zone. Yeah, I think at the beginning we took zone because we run so much. And I think when we're in the zone, we run less than when we're defending 1v1 on corner kick. And I think it was one of the
considerations.
The good points, because with this high pressing, we were running so much that sometimes the corner kick we were very, very tired to defend properly.
Tenari with a nice leave for Barlow. Lemma had to get away from the official to get the ball. Red Bulls still have it on the near side. Tenari layoff. Lemma from distance got under it and sends it high. I had a chance to ask Jesse Marsh about it earlier this year, and in addition to the points you just made, as we go back to the chance that Tenari wound up leaving for Lemma, in addition to those points, he was saying how well the zone sets the team up for the counterattack. Everybody's already in their positions for the most part, left, right, and center. As there's not a lot of re-shifting and re-getting organized, you're good to jump back into play as soon as the ball's cleared. Out of the pressure, Louisville unable to connect with George Davis. The USL's official Twitter feed keeps you up to date with news, live game updates, and highlights from around the league 24/7. Follow @USL on Twitter. Only USL game going on right now, but Nashville and Ottawa will be in action later here on ESPN+. Louisville has really
Great defense by Kevin Pollitt.
challenged that Red Bulls back line in new ways over the latter portion of the first half, as Barlow draws a foul and a free kick for New York. Have they changed the way they're playing or the way they're dealing with the Red Bulls press at all that you've seen? What's allowed them to have this stretch where they're more confident, even though they're still giving up chances? Talking about Louisville.
Yeah, I think the line is now going up quicker.
The New York
Yeah, the New
defensive
York line. So
Yeah.
right now there's more space for them. They called us couple of times in the back of the defense, and you know, it's the end of the half, so we have to make sure that we keep that result.
Good first touch by Illich, but with his back to goal, 30 yards from his own goal, he can't hold it. Aguinaga couldn't connect with Tom Barlow. Here's Niall McCabe, 27-year-old Irishman. Had to come in as a sub because Rasmussen was hurt in the first minute. So Louisville only the 2 subs remaining. And they do win a free kick in the attacking half here.
I think this is the kind of foul we have to be careful because, well, they have a couple of opportunities, but they can be dangerous on set pieces. And this is a foul that was not worth it.
Hassan Ndam, 19-year-old in his second year with the Red Bulls from Cameroon. Came through Monteverde Academy in Florida, the terrific high school program that draws from all over.
Yeah, he's a player that has a very big potential. We really believe that he's going to become a very, very big player.
Jimenez delivery, not cleared yet. That's put right back into the danger zone. Davis serves back post, pushing and shoving. Loro knocks it away. And it'll be another corner kick. A lot of contact at the back post, and whether that was headed in or not, Loro could not take any chances.
Another good save by Loro.
Third corner kick from Louisville, first from that far side, and Jimenez will switch to taking it left-footed to make sure it's an in-swinger, dangerous. Cleared away by De Vera. Red Bulls still trying to deal with the second ball, and Louisville hold on to it. Another free kick coming. It's right in front of John Walenek, who's frustrated that his team couldn't clear their lines. Louisville restart quickly. Jimenez is back on this near side. Dangerous cross headed away by Politz. Sent back in, but off the mark, off the boot of Sean Tosh.
I really like the way Loro, as soon as he saw that the ball was out, he ran to get the ball to try to play fast. This is the great mentality.
Lemma's pass hit Tenari in the back, turned over to Louisville. Lancaster, good leave. And I think Ndam maybe got a deflection on that to prevent it going to Louisville. They want a back pass. It was clearly not intentional. 43rd minute from Montclair, New Jersey, on the campus of Montclair State. New York Red Bulls, too, have been dominant at home this year, 9-2-1. In this building, 5-1, plus 10 goal differential. Out to a 2-1 lead in the first half of this. A win, they can leapfrog Louisville into 4th in the USL Eastern Conference. That's a dangerous diagonal ball. Lancaster's onside. Lancaster into the corner. Cameron Lancaster does it again. 2 goals against the Red Bulls in June, and a 2-goal New York lead evaporates in the August heat tonight.
He's a very good player. The way with his hands, his power, he protected the ball, because I was expecting Hassan to come back. He's strong, and he could come back, but with the way he managed it, wow, very good by the striker.
11th goal in league play for Lancaster, to go with 2 in the Open Cup. So his 13th in all competitions. And whoever played the ball through hit a terrific pass to split the New York defense, and we weren't able to pick it up there. What a turnaround First 15 minutes, Louisville had a player off hurt and gave up 2 goals, kept giving up chances, and it has completely turned around. And again, there are a lot of similarities to the first meeting where Louisville jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first half. Red Bulls tied it early in the second that time. Took the lead 3-2, only to see Louisville tie it in stoppage time. So stay on the edge of your seats and be ready to in the second half.
We were expecting an exciting game. That's what we get.
Louisville may not be done here in the first half. Illich had the first goal. That's going to be play on. Yeah, if you put your head down by someone's thigh, it's not a dangerous play. Red Bulls restart early, final minute, but we will have some stoppage time due to the injury and the yellow card conference. Echeverria out of Wake Forest, playing it through. Barlow is offside this time. Flag is up. It'll be a Louisville free kick.
Yeah, Tom Barlow is always finding like the right motion behind the defense. We have to keep trying to find him because he's been dangerous.
Only 2 minutes. I'm a little surprised. I think we had 2 minutes of stoppage when Rasmussen was hurt. But that's what we have remaining in the first half. Comes all the way back to Lauro, who's never beaten Louisville. He's 0-2-1 against him. The one tie was the shootout last year. And we told you the Red Bulls haven't beaten them outright in a couple of years. Brandon Allen penalty kick here, August 2016. Louisville has been so good and consistent too. They brought back 15 of the 19 guys who were on the USL Cup championship winning team last year. Very curious to see what a new head coach in John Hackworth does with a group that's been so successful. Been shorthanded a lot this year, so you might see Hackworth bring in a few players toward the end of this season. PDL and NPSL have both finished. We've already seen one signing with Rafael Garcia joining Las Vegas. One last look forward for Louisville. Switch for Kyle Smith and a good one. Cruyffs it back, left-footed delivery. Arrives at the back post, wide of the near post on the effort from Niall McCabe. Golden chance for Louisville almost as time expires on the first half. That'll do it for the first half. What a first half it was. The Red Bulls out to a 2-0 lead. Louisville City comes back to tie it. Aurelian, your thoughts and your takeaways from that first half. Not a lot of momentum for New York. It's all Louisville right now.
Yeah, great first 15 minutes. We're winning 2-0. And then after, I think maybe too much confidence but a great comeback by Louisville that showed the rest of the half that they were a good team. So right now, I'm sure that John at halftime is going to make sure that we just have to be careful with the little details in defense and recovering well. Even if we've been great almost on every play, but we'll slip it a couple of times. And right now, just hopefully the second half we're gonna win it.
2-2, New York and Louisville at the half. USL halftime show coming up next.
With MSG Go, the game goes where you go. So you can watch live Red Bulls games anywhere you want. It's free and easy because if you get MSG, you get MSG Go. Watch your favorite team wherever you are with MSG Go, presented by Lexus. Download it for free where you get your apps.
One of the nation's leading heart programs. A shared sense of compassion, innovation, and expertise. Perfectly orchestrated so your world never misses a beat. Hackensack Meridian Health. Life years ahead.
There's my partner, Aurelian Collin, the Red Bulls defender. He knows everybody here, by the way. 2-2 between the Red Bulls and Louisville City at halftime in the USL. As we turn back to our featured players from earlier in the game, Andrew Tenari on the New York Red Bulls 2 side. We said he needed to take on a bigger role with Brian White up with the first team. Well, ask and ye shall receive. His 7th goal of the season, arriving on the spot to Tom Barlow's cross in the 7th minute to open the scoring and put the Red Bulls 2 in front early. Andrew Tenari converting there. And on the Louisville side, the goalkeeper, Greg Ranjitsingh, was busier than he would have liked in that first half, especially in the first 15 to 20 minutes when the Red Bulls seemed on top of the game. Of course, gave up 2 goals. Brave dive here at the feet of Barlow to come up with the ball, and saw this free kick from Cutler tear him off the post before Cutler scored against him later to put New York up 2-0. And also had to deal with set pieces as well. Ranjitsingh getting a hand to that one to keep the Red Bulls out. So that's it for our featured players. Next games for these teams, the New York Red Bulls 2, will have a little bit of time off. Their next game Tuesday, August 21st at home against North Carolina FC. Red Bulls 2 again battling for positioning in the Eastern Conference playoff picture, coming into tonight 5th by a point, trailing this Louisville City team. Now time to take a look around the USL. Highlights from week 21, and there are plenty of them.
Save! Owain Von Williams kept that out.
Second time, and it's blocked. Wow, what a save from Wazinski there.
And another save for Lopez. Estrada, save! Fennelson! Nachimpong, left-footed ball, saved! Starikov, saved! Ranjitsingh. Sparked the counterattack the other way. Christian Duke couldn't get there. Great move. T2 on the move. It's a 2-on-1. Still with it. T2 all the way, oh my goodness!
To free up Sam Hamilton, and now speaking of freeing up, here's Shane Malcolm. Malcolm with the left foot scores!
What a tremendous goal from Shane Malcolm, absolutely beautiful.
Jeb looking to work some space, but Jeb's gonna give it a go! Beyond the Jeb, his 4th goal of the season, and it's an absolute beauty. Another chance, and San Antonio FC delivers! The Desmond will send it across. Adi on the header, and Pickens makes the save. And again, it's a teasing ball towards the back post, and Ferrigno somehow, some way, tips it over the bar. Dreyer!
Oh, and a spectacular save by McGuire.
Mohamed, no.
Oh! Danny Lynn, great save.
5 players edge of the Tampa Bay penalty area, and oh, what a goal! And it's Nana Adekora. Pushing upfield, to the top by Venegas, and it's in for Indy. McInerney on the doorstep.
Well played into the box for Asante, knocks it down, and it's in the net.
Burt crosses this one, far side for Uso, into the back of the net!
Nice little touch.
To Francois, drives
There it is!
It's onside of the house.
Brought down, Illich stabs it back, Davis!
So much going on in the USL last week, and out of all those highlights, the goal of the week from San Antonio, the right back, Darnell King to the upper 90. Made the team of the week as well in the win against LA Galaxy 2. I don't care where you are in the field, you get a chance to hit this and your eyes light up. And from right back, Darnell King freezes everybody. Eric Lopez doesn't move with the goal of the week from week 21 in the USL. And that brings us to our player of the week. You saw some of the heroics there. 2 wins for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, up into second place in the Eastern Conference. Nico Brett totaled 3 goals over those games. The Jamaican has some moves and leads Pittsburgh back up in the standings, again second place, battling with Cincinnati. And these 2 teams, among others, Nashville as well, in that Eastern Conference. There's the team of the week. A lot of multi-goal players. Darwin Jones out of the midfield, Cortez and McInerney joining Brett up front. And you saw Ricardo Ferrigno, the late save. He's the goalkeeper from the Las Vegas Lights. That is your USL Week 21 team of the week. Numbers from the first half of this one. The Red Bulls didn't create a whole lot of chances other than the 2 that they put in the back of the net and the one that hit the post. Louisville winds up with a shot advantage, 7-5. Slight edge in corners, possession, fouls, and even yellow cards if we're looking at it cleanly. Slight edge to Louisville in all the numbers. 2-2 on the scoreboard. And the Red Bulls have to be frustrated with that after breaking out to a 2-0 lead. Goals from Tenari in the 7th minute, Cutler in the 14th. Equalized by goals from Illich in the 18th minute and Cameron Lancaster in the 43rd. We reviewed the film, by the way. George Davis should be getting an assist on Lancaster's goal that got Louisville back in it and tied this thing 2-2. New York Red Bulls 2, 5th in the Eastern Conference. Louisville City 4th in the East, going head-to-head tonight at the MSU Soccer Stadium in Montclair, New Jersey. Young fans enjoying some juggling skills at the moment at halftime here. Again, just to recap that first half, Louisville, which has already got a guy suspended, already dealing with some injuries, and has a small squad to begin with. So Magnus Rasmussen, hurt in the first minute, had to be subbed out. Niall McCabe came on. And they fell behind 2-0, looked shell-shocked in the first 15 minutes. But a terrific response from Louisville City. Who said you need a clear head coach to have a response? 3 co-coaches, including 2 of them in the starting lineup, had a hand in bringing Louisville City back. Goals from Illich and Lancaster, getting them all square 2-2 as we get another high-scoring thriller between these teams. Halftime here, the New York Red Bulls 2-2. Louisville City 2. Much more still to come from the MSU Soccer Park in northern New Jersey when we continue.
With MSG Go, the game goes where you go. So you can watch live Red Bulls games anywhere you want. It's free and easy because if you get MSG, you get MSG Go. Watch your favorite team wherever you are with MSG Go, presented by Lexus. Download it for free where you get your apps.
one of the nation's leading heart programs. A shared sense of compassion, innovation, and expertise. Perfectly orchestrated so your world never misses a beat. Hackensack Meridian Health, life years ahead.
Welcome back to the MSU Soccer Park. Montclair State University, Montclair, New Jersey. 2-2 at halftime between the New York Red Bulls 2 and Louisville City. A lot to show you from the first half. We're going to keep it to the goals right here. They were flying fast and furious. 7th minute, Tommy Barlow's cross finds Andrew Tenari, goal number 7 on the season. But it wasn't just the finish. It was good build-up throughout the play. This is the second goal. Ethan Cutler getting forward. Low with the right foot. He had just hit the post a minute earlier, and he put the New York Red Bulls 2 up 2-0 in the 14th minute. Finishing off terrific passing sequence and finally getting some revenge on Greg Ranjitsingh. That made it 2-0 New York. Seemed like they were cruising, but Louisville able to get one back pretty quickly. 18th minute, Oscar Jimenez the cross. Lancaster creates trouble, and the bicycle kick from Ilya Illich. Mishit though it may be. Maybe one that goes on his highlight reel. And it was a really important goal in terms of momentum to get Louisville back in it at 2-1 at that point. You saw Lauro anticipating clean contact, was off balance. Louisville then carried play, and look at that pass from George Davis on the half volley, finding Lancaster. He holds off the 6'4" and Dom and puts it into the corner past the charging Lauro. That was in the 43rd minute to tie it 2-2 and complete for now the Louisville City comeback. Cameron Lancaster, 13th goal of the year in all competitions. That has us tied. We told you the Red Bulls 2, their next home match, Tuesday the 21st against North Carolina FC. Only 4 of their last 10 games will be here at home. We know how dominant they are here. They're going to want to pick up the points tonight. Louisville City hosts Nashville on 8 days from now, a week from Saturday. Then they play 4 games in 10 days. So John Hackworth has his work cut out with this slightly banged up group right now. Team's back on the field for the second half, and back in the booth, Aurelian Collin. Keys for this second half, Aurelian, a lot to talk about from the first.
Yeah, play the second half like we played the first 15, and we'll be good.
If only it were that easy, right?
Yes.
I don't know what John did the entire halftime if that's all he had to tell him.
No, man, the pressing has been great. We could take advantage of a couple of attacks, but honestly, we've been great. And just right now, making sure we don't sleep like we did a couple of times, and keep the score when we score that goal. Look, again, great pressing by Ethan.
Back underway in the second half, 2-2 between the New York Red Bulls 2 and Louisville City. We told you Louisville had to make the early change, so no further changes that we can see on either side yet. Cutler, one of the goal scorers, throws in for Tenari, the other one. Lemma has to play it over the top. Comes back to Ranjitsingh. Louisville City in a 4-2-3-1. Ranjitsingh in goal. Kyle Smith, Sean Tosh, Paco Craig, and Oscar Jimenez, the back four. Speedy Williams, Paolo Del Piccolo, the holding mids. George Davis, Ilya Illich, and Niall McCabe, the substitute, the attacking mids, although again, Illich pushes almost as a second forward. Cameron Lancaster up front for Louisville City, again, still in charge. The triumvirate of 3 player coaches, their final game in charge on an interim basis until John Hackworth arrives. Offside flag is up. For the New York Red Bulls, too, a 4-2-3-1 as well. Evan Lauro in goal, Ethan Cutler, Hassan Endam, Kevin Politz, and Nico De Vera, the back 4. Steven Echeverria, Chris Lemma holding, Jose Aguinaga, Andrew Tenari, Jared Stroud attacking. Behind the forward, Tom Barlow, under the head coach, John Walenek. I'm Jonathan Yardley, he's Aurelian Collin. This is our game. Glad you're joining us for some USL action to start your soccer weekend. Maybe you already got it started with the EPL this afternoon and leagues all over the world. Here is Jimenez. Had a hand in the first goal, sending in the initial service. Targets at the back post. Illich leaves it for Davis, blasts it low, and Louisville goes on top. George Davis, 51st USL goal. He continues to produce. 3-2 Louisville.
Great play. Nothing to say. Wow, what a goal.
Starts from Jimenez with the cross. Illich going to occupy a defender and backheel it to set up Davis. George Davis, the vet, just turned 31 and celebrated with his 50th USL goal over the weekend. Makes it 51 today. 5 on this season. Had a couple great years in Richmond. And now Davis, integral part of this Louisville team. He is one of those co-interim coaches. He set up the tying goal and he scores the go-ahead goal. And not to sound like a broken record, but the parallels to the June game continue. Team that was down 2-0 leads 3-2. A lot earlier, though. The Red Bulls went up in the 87th minute in that game. Lancaster taken down by Endam just after the whistle. I have a feeling he's going to get payback in a few minutes. You've been on both ends of that. You know when a guy gets you after the whistle.
Hassan has to be careful there.
Red Bulls need to find their composure here. Louisville has come out with real intent to start this second half. The intent was there to start the game, but they weren't able to execute. They've executed in the second. That was broken up by Paco Craig. And Jimenez will send it the other way. Foul on Tenari. The Red Bulls seem a step late on every second ball right now.
Yeah, in the middle of the field, Louisville right now is better than us. They're winning every second ball. So, like make sure that this goal is going to work us up, and we're going to come back to the game.
Cleared up the sideline, but well turned out of trouble by Tosh.
Great cover.
Tenari to Cutler. Aguinaga wants it in the corner. Matched up with a center back. Jimenez came back to intercept and clear. Louisville City does not have the full complement of substitutes available. We told you they've already used Niall McCabe. Luke Spencer is technically available off the bench, but is not expected to play. Sean Francis, Pat McMahon, both defenders. Brian Ownby, an attacking midfielder, the other field player. 2 goalkeepers on the bench, Tim Dobrovolsky and Chris Hubbard.
Yeah, we're too far. So you see Nico De Vera that is pretty high, and then after the rest of the team is too far away from him. So that was a good play by him because he stopped the play. But behind him, if the ball go through, it's very dangerous for us. this is the sliding side of the defense is something that we work pretty hard at training, and they all know. But the space, especially for the first 10 minutes, for 6 minutes, sorry, between the left center back and Nico de Vera has been too big.
Dangerous free kick coming, and the Louisville momentum continues. Red Bulls don't have a full bench either, only 6 available. Scott Levine, the backup goalkeeper. Wahab Akwi, Jordan Balin, Lucas Stouffer, the defenders. Christian Kasser as a defensive midfielder. And Ben Mines, really the only attacking player available off the New York bench tonight. Injuries across the board to Valo and Bezecourt. Brian White being called up to the first team. A little low on attacking numbers at the moment. Jimenez to deliver again. Low at the near post, skips through and skips in. Louisville City down 2-0 early, come all the way back, and Illich may have gotten the final touch to make it 4-2.
This kind of free kicks, when a strong one on the floor, if the player that's at the first post don't clear it, it's very complicated for the goalkeeper. That's what happened.
Jimenez with the delivery.
He went through the first post, and Evan Loro cannot do anything. You don't know if somebody's going to touch it or. Well, we have to wake up. Hopefully, it's going to be the same scenario the first half, but I reverse. So this going first 2 goals, and then after we're coming back. But I think we need to wake up right now.
Red Bulls create a turnover. Stroud, frustrated with himself, looks skyward after sending his cross into the new bleachers over there. Second goal of the game, 9th of the USL season and 10th in all competitions for Ilya Illich. As he got the touch running at the near post. Jimenez with an assist. His assist totals continue to climb. 9 in all competitions coming into the game. And that's the first primary assist of the day for him. 54th minute. Talk about resolve. Again, Louisville seemed completely on the back foot 15 minutes in, and Illich's goal in the 18th got him back in it, and the confidence has really continued. And hey, you're defending champions. You brought back 15 guys from that team. They have every reason to be confident. But so typically do the New York Red Bulls too in this building. Oh, miscommunication there. Cutler thought there was another target for the pass. It was headed for him. In tight space, it'll be a New York throw-in. It's all right. We saw Louisville, as you mentioned, respond in the first half to an early 2-goal deficit. What are the keys to New York to responding to this one? Tenari on the run here. Takes it himself, took a deflection, and Ranjit Singh had to dive to his right to catch. Saw Tenari get the goal, obviously, from close range. That was always going to be a tough one. Didn't have a whole lot of options other than take it himself. '56 minutes, still the early going of the second half. But again, this game has completely turned around.
See, we're losing the second balls in the middle of the field. Right now, we're paying the price.
Jimenez was wide open, gets to the left foot, and sends it up into the netting.
They want it more than us.
How do you correct that as a player? If you're on the field and you see your team is a step slow, your teammates aren't competing, how do you try to raise the level?
Right now, what I see is well, we're losing 2 goals, but we want to to do so many things, at the end we do nothing. So we should stick to the game plan and what we're good at, which is play forward fast, play up on the field, the second ball, and then after seeing what's happening. And right now we're doing like small passes, losing duels, losing 1v1, which is not us. So hopefully, well, John right now is going to make some change, but we're going to change.
Yeah, Ben Mines getting ready to come on as Louisville restarts. Jimenez service back post was dangerous. And the Red Bulls able to clear due to the height of the forward Tom Barlow. It's out for a corner.
As we say, back to basics, you know.
Fourth corner kick for Louisville. Oscar Jimenez into the 6.
Again.
Comes back to him. It's good with both feet, wins a free kick.
Stupid fouls. Again.
Tenari apparently for persistent infringement was the indication from Demianchuk. It certainly wasn't for the tactical nature. Picks up the yellow card.
I don't really understand why you get a yellow card. But we respect the referee decision.
So Red Bulls have yet to have the opportunity to bring on Mines because of the Louisville dead balls. And this is another one. It's a tall referee to mark off 10 steps. Jimenez, one more time, goes to the top of the box. Speedy Williams right into the arms of Laura, who knocked it down before catching. Second save of the night for Laura, far simpler than his first, although it came through traffic. And Dom long out of the back. Aguinaga was always an underdog in an aerial battle with Paco Craig. And finally, the Red Bulls will have the chance to make the sub. Steven Echeverria, holding mid, going to make way for the attacking winger, Ben Mines, 18-year-old from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Battled injuries, battled consistency this year. Mines just 1 goal, 1 assist in 12 USL games. He had that great debut back in March before his 18th birthday when he started the MLS opener and scored in the first half. No more minutes with the first team and some with the USL squad, but again, missed some time due to injury trying to work his way back in.
So Tinari is taking Steven's place, and then Jose is coming back to the middle. Here we're putting Ben on the right. His mentality, Ben, is honestly at training is unbelievable. His maturity, his will to fight. It's something that I'm sure going to bring like will and like this fighting mentality to the team that right now we need a little bit because we're losing a lot of duels in the middle of the field.
Here's Lancaster and Dom battling again. That's been a fun one to watch. It's mostly gone Lancaster's way, especially given the scoreboard tonight. So as Aurelian mentioned, Andrew Tenari into a deeper midfield role. Aguinaga moves from right wing to attacking midfield, and Ben Mines goes on that right wing. Room for Cutler over there. Pass was behind Barlow and cleared away. Louisville with that option to them to sit a little deeper now. They get it to Ben Mines here on the right. Tried to play an early one. Nobody there in white and red. Craig's clearance. Mistouched by Cutler and brought down by Illich. Tenari, another foul, and he's on a yellow, remember. Be a free kick for Louisville. Sergei Demyanchuk wants to warn Andrew Tenari further. A big test for the New York Red Bulls too. Just one loss in this facility, just 2 at home this season. And against the defending champs, a team that's ahead of them in the standings. A 2-goal deficit. Onside is McCabe. Diagonal from Craig. Return pass for George Davis once again, and this time it's deflected wide. Last-ditch tackle to force it out for a corner.
A great recovery by Nico de Vera. Great tackle. Thank God, because it would have been a 5th.
Here's a look back at the recovery. Nice interplay, and de Vera got back to deflect the shot. Fifth corner kick, all taken by Jimenez for Louisville. Good look at the back post, kept alive. There is number 5. Paolo Del Piccolo in the middle of it all, and Cameron Lancaster the finishing touch.
Great player, going second post, winning the header, and on the corner kick when the ball came back to the center, it's always very dangerous. And good goal again, good play by Louisville. They want more than us, and right now we're playing a 5th goal. So let's get back to it.
What a turnaround. Del Piccolo got the header to it at the back post, played it across the 6, and Lancaster, who was almost on the goal line, came backward to get to it and headed behind Evan Loro. 5-2 Louisville. Ben Mines, just his 2nd touch of the game. It's left for Tenari, had to get the official out of the way, sees it blocked by Williams. Long way to go in this one, and the Red Bulls looking vulnerable at the other end, but needing to take chances at this one. Cleared long for the onside run of Lancaster.
Great cover by Evan Loro.
He was way out there to stay connected.
Yeah, this is great, especially with the way Red Bull play with a high line. We need our goalkeeper to be connected and to be as a libero, as a sweeper, where you used to call. And on that play, Evan Loro did it perfectly.
Dangerous delivery by Cutler, not dealt with perfectly by Ranjitsingh. Cleared for a New York throw. Again, cleared away long, and this may be what we're going to see for the last 25 minutes, is Louisville sitting deeper, looking for opportunities to play on the counter. Aginaga and Williams battling hard there. Still New York with it. Tenari takes it himself, deflected into the 6. Headed just wide of the target. Barlow and Ranjitsingh challenged, but the offside flag was up against Barlow.
Tom Barlow can jump. Wow. He's not scared of it. I love it.
Brian Ownby going to come on for Orlando, replacing Illich, who's got 2 goals, as we go back and look at this. So it has to be when Tenari let the ball go that Barlow was offside, of course, out of your picture. Even though he won the header against a goalkeeper with the use of his hands. Now, the USL's official Instagram account has highlights, photos, and interactive content with league's players. Get it all at Instagram.com/USL Soccer. There's Ownby, another veteran of the USL. 3 years in MLS with Houston. Spent a lot of time on loan, though, with Richmond, Pittsburgh. Last couple years with Richmond, and now his second year with Louisville. Here is Brian Ownby in that far corner, got the cross in. Lauro rooted to his line. Watch that one cleared. What a turnaround from the way this game began. New York Red Bulls 2 were up 2-0 15 minutes in and hit the post. And Louisville came back, tied it before the half, and 3 straight goals here in the opening 20 minutes of the second half to go up 5-2. Turned over off the, almost off the heel of Lemma. De Vera blasts long in between 2 players. And
great play by the defender, Santos, to play straight, headed to his goalkeeper. No, they're compact, they have more experience, and one of the main difference is the space between the lines, and they're better than us.
Yeah, the coherent passing rhythm that we saw Red Bulls 2 establish at times in the first half has disappeared here in the second. Louisville 5, New York 2 as we play in the second half. Again, 5 straight goals after the opening 2-0 lead for the Red Bulls.
There's still a lot of time left, but we should score pretty fast.
Only other time this year Louisville hit 5 goals was in the Open Cup against the Long Island Rough Riders. And it won't surprise you to know that it's a high in goals allowed this year for Red Bulls 2. They hadn't allowed more than 3 in any game, even though they've been far from a great defensive team. Aguinaga tried to find Barlow. Louisville really responding to his movement well in this second half. Del Piccolo, all kinds of space, picks out Ownby. Brian Ownby saw his touch let him down there. It's out for a goal kick. Here's Mines, one of 5 players under first team contract on the field at the moment. Aguinaga's shot was blocked. Kyle Smith out of trouble for Louisville, but couldn't connect with anybody.
Great fight. But it's a bit complicated when Jose is in the middle of the 2 big central back. I think that Jose should stay as a 9.5 and let Tom Barlow like fight with the 2 central back. But the idea is good. Like right now we want to play forward and a bit more than the first 20 minutes.
Mines getting onto the end of that one, feeding Barlow. Barlow around the goalkeeper, tripped up. All ball, says the referee. Corner kick coming. Saving tackle by Paco Craig.
I want to see the replay.
Great chance for New York, and Craig was able to recover and apparently get it away cleanly.
Great pass by Ben Mines. Yes, that's a great tackle. Great recovery.
Cutler to the back post. Ranjitsingh is there. wants to go quickly as well. Ownby off to the races with the fresh legs. Loro is out there. Evan Loro just got it away with his head.
Great job, Evan Loro. Again, great cover.
It's really stretched right now as the Red Bulls try to get back into the game.
That's a foul.
Ben Mines fired up. Drew the foul. Nothing further from Sergei Demyanchuk, who, as Aurelian mentioned, absolutely got the call correct on Paco Craig's sliding last-ditch tackle. We'll see what the Red Bulls can conjure up here. Kevin Pollitt's going to trot forward to add one more target. And Dom at 6'4" and Barlow at 6'2", obviously the main ones for Chris Lemma. Jared Stroud gets it away with the right foot. It's blocked. Red Bulls wanted a handball. That call's not coming, and it's out for a goal kick. More pressure being applied now by New York, but Louisville standing firm.
Yeah, I think that Christian Caceres is coming in. That can bring a great option in the offensive side. Maybe for this last pass. Bring fresh French blood.
Fresh legs at this point, too. Humid night in northern New Jersey. Red Bulls have been cut open at the back, but still trying to be dangerous going forward. That's knocked out for a corner kick.
Christian Caceres is this players too that we're going to see pretty soon in MLS too. His quality is technical, and as a midfielder that can recover, that has this quality for the last pass, which is pretty rare in a player. So, yeah, I'm impatient to see what it's going to bring to the rest of the game.
So Tenari will come off. Again, we told you he was sitting on a yellow card, and we'll see the 18-year-old Christian Caceres. Missed last game due to injury, but comes back off the bench today. 18-year-old Venezuelan. 3 goals, 2 assists in USL this year. 2 of those 3 from the penalty spot, including a penalty kick that started the Red Bulls on their way back against Louisville in June. Louisville making its 3rd substitution as well, and Luke Spencer going to bring himself in. Good for Luke Spencer. He's been on the sideline so much of the year due to a leg injury.
There's still time left, and yeah, they might think that they have the game. So I think that's the moment that we can push a bit more.
First game for Spencer since the Open Cup on June 5th. So new coach is coming in. Luke Spencer says, I got to get back on the field and get some minutes here up top. All 3 subs now used by Louisville. The Red Bulls with just 1 remaining. 5-2, Louisville lead. Lancaster and Pollitt collided there. This will be Kyle Smith. George Davis, huge part in this comeback, setting up the tying goal, scoring the go-ahead goal. But he turned it over there. Here's Stroud attacking. Trying to combine with Caceres, couldn't. And now Ownby wants to run the other way. Great wheels anyway, plus he's in as a sub today with the fresher legs. Nice touch by Cutler to find Lemma. Targeting Ben Mines in the right corner. Playing it low, just out of the reach of Barlow. A good look but too far in the end, and it stays a 3-goal game.
Great cross by Ben Mimes. This is something that we work a lot too at training, like this option A, like behind the defense, and so you can get to the striker, or worst case scenario like a own goal by Louisville. But this one was not the one, but still a very good play.
De Vera, not a big guy, may have pushed off Davis a little bit there. Louisville won the second ball anyway. Barlow with a fancy touch that Tosh was able to read. Now Speedy Williams, overhit it.
The central back, number 4, Sean Touch, has been very, very good, consistent with his recovery, and he saves. Very good defender.
Won 2 USL Cup titles, one with Rochester, one with Louisville. Tosh, born in Fargo, North Dakota. You don't see too many North Dakotans in the pro ranks. I want to remind you that if you want to get an inside look at life on and off the field from a player's perspective, check out the latest edition of From the Pitch, coming out every Wednesday evening at uslsoccer.com. 78th minute here in the game that has completely turned on its head. 5 straight goals from Louisville after New York had taken a 2-0 lead in the first 14 minutes. Caceres whistled for the foul here. Free kick to Louisville City. Drawing more than 8,000 a game in the minor league baseball stadium there in Louisville, but groundbreaking in June for their new stadium in Butchertown. Soccer focused, supposed to start with capacity around 11,000. Expandable, they hope, up to 20. Coming a terrific club in the USL, the defending champs.
Counter attack.
Trying to deal with a 5-2 lead here, but able to slow minds down there. Jimenez with the switch, looking for Ownby. Offside, flag is up.
Yeah, play fast.
Louisville throw for Jimenez, who's been another key part of a lot of these goals, several coming from restarts that Jimenez has delivered. Cutler inside for Caceres, closed down, he didn't know about it, by Spencer.
No. Caceres asked him to do the 1-2, but Cutler didn't understand.
This is Cutler, the right back. Mines overlapping.
Ben Mines, sorry.
Jared Stroud brings in Mines. Chance to cross. Came in low, cleared as far as Cutler. He likes to hit these, drives it low, takes a deflection. Jared Stroud is there, it's blocked. And that one is knocked in, and the Red Bulls might be back in it. Jose Aguinaga in the 80th minute.
On the last play, we saw the Red Bull mentality was back, and then we score. I think that, let's go. Yeah, we believe. We can come back over 10 minutes.
You thought the Stroud shot was goal bound, but he had the presence of mind to head it sideways and find Aguinaga. Third shot of the sequence. And Jose Aguinaga, his third goal of the season.
New York Red Bulls 2 goal, his third of the season, scored by number 89, Jose Aguinaga.
Caceres, one of the subs.
Number 50, Jared Stroud.
Louisville able to get it the other way. De Vera battling with Ownby. Pollitt slides, can't win it. Ownby into the corner, has numbers in the box. George Davis wide open, the pass was behind him. Lancaster onside, his shot blocked, and the Red Bulls able to clear.
That's a foul.
Louisville has dealt so well with this pressure since the early stages of the game. Doing so again, Jimenez delivery well dealt with by a sliding Kevin Pollitt.
Good recovery by Kevin Pollitt.
Barlow with a man on his back, clear foul, free kick to New York. 9 minutes left, down by 2. Headed back to Ranjit Singh, able to get there ahead of Stroud. Louisville trying to stay spaced here and keep the Red Bulls chasing, but just wind up giving the ball away. Lemma coming back to assist the center backs.
Great
Now
job.
finds Stroud central with Barlow ahead of him.
Finding the players in this zone just in front of the defense, and then turning pretty fast. We always get so dangerous.
I think De probably should have been making the run that Stroud thought he was. Red Bulls still with it though, edge of the area. This is Nico De Ranjit Singh able to catch at the edge of the 6. Here's a look back at the cross from the left-footed De Ranjit Singh all over it. Stay up to date with all of the best from social media around the USL by watching Off the Post with Kelsey Steele every Friday night. That's tonight on the USL's social media channels. What a game we've had here. 5-3 Louisville. They were down 2-0 after 14 minutes. Led 5-2, and now the Red Bulls trying to mount a comeback of their own against long odds. Jared Stroud, rookie from Colgate, saw his pass broken up by Tosh. And it's given as a Louisville throw on this near side. Louisville back in action a week from Saturday, home against Nashville. And they have a really busy stretch of games after that. 4 games in less than 2 weeks. Red Bulls even more time off. They're not home until Tuesday, August 21st. 85th minute, Barlow left that one. Tackle in the penalty area. Jared Stroud hearing it from Del Piccolo for going down, he felt, too easily. And Louisville able to go the other way.
Yeah, let's get the replay. Yeah, I don't think it's a foul.
Again, he looked like he got the ball. Good tackle by Kyle Smith. That's turned over. Be a Red Bulls throw-in.
Yeah, great job, Christian.
Barlow trying to get around Paco Craig, who had just enough guile to hold him off. And slalom 2. There's Luke Spencer. Brian Ownby in some space. Lancaster in the middle. Ownby into the penalty area. Lancaster goes down outside the box, and Dom knew where to take him down.
It's dangerous.
But if you're going to do it, that was the spot.
Yes, outside of the box.
Red Bulls still alive, 86th minute. Cáceres. Aginaga got a touch there, but wasn't able to target anybody. And Ranjitsingh lets the clock run a little bit. If you can lose your coach mid-season and go 4-1-1 while 3 of your players are coaching the team, which is what Louisville would be in that stretch if they win tonight, that says a lot about the group that you have and about what you can be. John Hackworth, former Philadelphia Union head coach, U.S. under-17 coach. He's with the U17s right now. He'll be joining the team in Louisville this week. Start to put his imprint on it, but he's not going to want to change much. Louisville trying to move up those Eastern Conference standings, not be satisfied with 4th. Look like they're on their way to a critical road win tonight, and an unlikely one.
Great recovery.
Lemma for the run of Cáceres. He couldn't get there. Barlow is pressuring, doesn't want to let it be easy, but Ranjitsingh gets there first.
Yeah, we're losing, and we're playing very slow. I don't understand it.
You want to be calm and composed, but there needs to be a lot of urgency right now still.
Yeah, there's 5 minutes left.
Cutler knows the right pass, but Spencer was in the way.
Yeah, we lose a dangerous ball.
Lancaster one-on-one against Politz. Cameron Lancaster into the box, finishes it off. Cameron Lancaster with the hat trick, and Louisville City with the road demolition. 6-3, Louisville.
A lot of respect and to Louisville. They wanted more. Then after we do the details, I was talking about the details. You lose balls in the middle of the field. Your recovery is not great. Of course, Kevin Politz is losing his 1v1, but nobody is there to help him. And then great finish again by Lancaster. So, no, honestly, a lot of respect. A great job by Louisville.
15th goal in all competitions for Cameron Lancaster. 5 of those 15 have come in 2 games against the New York Red Bulls 2. Luke Spencer, in his first game back, intercepted the pass and played that one behind for Lancaster. Each of the co-coaches has contributed in the goals and assists column tonight, in addition to all their hard work behind the scenes and on the field. Corner kick for New York, punched out by Ranjitsingh as we reach the 90th minute here. What a performance by Louisville to put up 6. Aginaga to send it back in. Boy, and Dom and Paco Craig, a big-time collision there. Lemma trying to sneak it through. Handball called. It's a generous one. It's a penalty kick for the Red Bulls with time winding down.
Wow, I think I've never seen that many goals in my life.
It's probably just going to be a chance for a consolation goal in the end. But Sergei Demianchuk whistling the handball, and Tommy Barlow has said he wants the penalty kick. Hassan Ndam has also said he wants it. And then Ndam finally gets permission to take it. 1 goal each of the last 2 years for Ndam. Ranjitsingh's very good at these, saved one last week. And Ndam converts, the big man makes it 6-4 in stoppage time.
We still have time. 2 goals is a lot, but three minutes of stoppage time.
Second goal of the year for Ndam. Probably too little, too late. 6-4. What a night.
10 goals. Hey, you said it. It was going to be an exciting game. I don't think you can get more exciting than this. 6-4.
Do we have another one? Ownby into the penalty area. Brian Ownby from a tight angle just missed as he went low to the far post. Gives the Red Bulls a chance to restart quickly, and they do with Cáceres. Minute and a half, maybe a little bit more. Red Bulls trail by 2. Pass took Lema wide. Goes to the corner for Aguinaga. Stood up by Craig, but gets the cross off. De Vera will chase it down. That cross drifts into the arms of Ranjit Singh, and he'll collapse theatrically with the ball as well. A minute, maybe more left of what looks like a spectacular come-from-behind win for Louisville City. Politz will settle at the back. And Dom getting up there, wants to get in on the attack from the run of play as well, and as well he should. But here's Spencer, and Louisville trying to see it out. Aguinaga created some space, got the cross in, too far for Mines. Falls in the box. Still Jared Stroud got the shot off, but right to Ranjit Singh. Red Bulls keep attacking late on. Jared Stroud an assist on Aguinaga's goal. Looked for the opportunity to get this shot off, but in the end hit it right to Ranjit Singh, and that's the final scoring chance of a thriller. Louisville goes down 2-0 early, scores 5 straight and wins it 6-4 on the road to stay in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference. What a night on the road for Louisville. You have to give them a ton of credit, Aurelian.
Yeah, a lot of credits. They wanted more. They've been more consistent, and defensively they didn't do as many little mistakes as Red Bulls. Yeah, congratulations to them. Then after Red Bull showed, you know, a lot of character and a lot of skill, you know. And I think that we can see that there is, of course, some growth, but we have a lot of trust for the next one.
Defenders on both sides hang their heads, but it's a night to remember for Louisville City. 6-4 winners over the Red Bulls 2. We'll take a short break and come back to wrap this one up. 6-4 Louisville, the final.
With MSG Go, the game goes where you go. So you can watch live Red Bulls games anywhere you want. It's free and easy because if you get MSG, you get MSG Go. Watch your favorite team wherever you are with MSG Go, presented by Lexus. Download it for free where you get your apps.
One of the nation's leading heart programs. A shared sense of compassion, innovation, and expertise. Perfectly orchestrated so your world never misses a beat. Hackensack Meridian Health, life years ahead.
Welcome back to Northern New Jersey. Louisville City goes on the road and puts up a 6-spot, 6-4 over the Red Bulls 2 tonight. We got a lot of highlights to show you, so let's get right to them. These started early with the Red Bulls, Aurelian Collins scoring twice in the first 15 minutes. Seemed like it was going to be their night.
Yeah, I don't think he helped us because the first 15 minutes were great. We were all over them. And maybe a little bit we thought we had the game, but Louisville with their experience and the way they came back, and congratulations to them. They deserve it, and a great win for them.
That was Ilya Illich making it 2-1 in the 18th minute, and then George Davis getting it forward for Cameron Lancaster, his first of 3 goals. That tied it before the half. Early second half, Louisville would take over. This is left well for George Davis to come in from the right side with the finish to make it 3-2. And the route, in a sense, was on because Louisville was on fire, scoring 5 straight. Illich got to one at the near post there, and then Del Piccolo headed this back for Lancaster's second. And the Red Bulls were able to score one. This is the 80th minute. They get 3 shots, and finally Jared Stroud able to get it over to Jose Aguinaga. This made it 5-3. You thought maybe they had something in them. And what does Louisville do? They find Lancaster again for his hat trick.
Yeah, man of the match, 100% Lancaster, and yeah, hat trick in New York against New York Red Bulls. Congratulations, man.
Hassan Endam made it 6-4 from the penalty spot. Stats will tell you there were a lot of scoring chances, not a lot of great defending tonight, Aurelian.
Yes, that's why I think we can conclude that night. We show character, a lot of skills, but the details and the way we defend tonight was not good enough.
Louisville 6 and the New York Red Bulls 2-4. The final score tonight from the MSU Soccer Park in Montclair, New Jersey. What a night it was. Louisville going to keep moving up those Eastern Conference standings. Red Bulls 2 remain in 5th. For everyone involved in our broadcast tonight, our great crew, for my guest partner tonight, Aurelian Collins, I'm Jonathan Yardley. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Check out uslsoccer.com for all the news and notes around the league. The final score, Louisville City 6, the Red Bulls 2-4. Good night from New Jersey. Louisville wins a wild one.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.